Wisdom Delve.
How many times in your life have you placed yourself at the end of a line? How many times have you smiled while your soul screamed? Do you know why you still lack peace? Because you have never begun with yourself. Let us start anew, from the place where you forgot who your priority is. I am Zeno, and this is the voice of philosophy and wisdom that returns you to yourself. I want to tell you about a person renowned for their kindness. Whenever someone was in need, they were present, always listening, supporting, sacrificing their own desires for the peace of others. People admired them, but at night, in their solitude, their heart was in turmoil. They did not understand why. Despite all this kindness, so much weariness and sorrow resided within them. Why did no one ask them, "And you, how are you?" Why did they always have to disregard themselves? From childhood, we were taught that kindness is a virtue, and indeed it is. But what we were taught was incomplete and sometimes wrong. We were told that if you say no, you are selfish. If you distance yourself from others, you are cold-hearted. If you prioritize yourself, you are unfeeling. These teachings turned us into noble victims, those who forgot to observe a natural law. Water that does not flow from within you cannot quench the thirst of others. Boundless kindness, if born from weakness, is no longer a virtue. Rather, it is a form of self-denial. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. This means your nature as a human being requires balance. It requires self-preservation, not self-negation. O human, you have only one true responsibility: yourself. Your thoughts, your feelings, your decisions. This is your kingdom. You cannot control the world outside, but you can control yourself. Happiness is a good flow of life, and this flow only becomes right when your inner self is calm and independent. Is this selfishness? No. I speak of a kind of selfishness that is a virtue, wise self-interest, one who knows how to say no without hatred, how to stand apart without discouragement, how to attend to oneself without turning away from others. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. And this means everything begins with you, not others. You have the right to choose whom to help when you are tired, when you need to be alone. This right is neither a sin nor unkindness, but the beginning of freedom. You cannot be for everyone if you are not yet for yourself. Remember this. You are likely asking now, what should be done? I tell you, begin here. First, learn to practice saying no. Imagine a friend asks you to do something for them, something you know you don't have capacity for, or your mind is weary. What is the correct response? Say, "Dear friend, I would love to help you, but right now I truly need some time for myself. You can count on me in the future." Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Saying no is not causing harm. You are simply choosing to take care of yourself. This no of yours comes not from pride or unkindness. Rather, it stems from self-awareness. He who does not know himself cannot govern himself. In making decisions before saying yes or remaining silent, ask yourself, is this choice aligned with my nature? We, the Stoics, believe that humans must live in accordance with physis, their own nature. But this nature is not external, not the mountain, nor the wind, nor the world, but that untroubled place within you, where reason and virtue reign. Ask yourself, am I making this decision out of fear or out of virtue? If the fear of rejection, the fear of upsetting someone, the fear of being judged is the basis of your choice, then you are not free. Indifference to indifferent things is freedom. Fear is one of these indifferent things. Define boundaries for yourself and express them clearly. Having boundaries is not a sign of unkindness, but a sign of responsibility. One who does not know their own limits will inevitably reach anger or burnout. Define boundaries for yourself according to your temperament, desires, and goals. Know clearly what is appropriate for you and what is not. For example, consider a friend who, with long and untimely calls, distracts you from spending time on your priorities. You can tell them, I usually dedicate my time after 8 p.m. to rest and family. If there's something, we can talk tomorrow. Boundaries preserve order, both in the mind and in relationships. Silence and reflection before responding. Before any response or decision, take a moment of silence. This silence is your power. If you feel pressured, say, let me think about it for a moment, and then I'll get back to you. During this time, be honest and truthful with yourself. Ask yourself, what price does this request place on my peace? What must I forego? The answers to these questions will lead you to know yourself better day by day. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen more and speak less. As these words draw to a close, just one thing lingers. Your choice, not for anyone else, not for the picture they painted of you, but for the very truth of who you are. If you want to break free from doubt, from feeling worn out, from that sadness that seems to come from nowhere, you got to plant your roots in yourself. Peace is built gradually, through each choice, each boundary, and each honest no that keeps you true to yourself. Well-being is attained little by little, and nevertheless is no little thing.